Are we rolling?
Yes, it's very conscious. We're rolling it.
Okay, good.
Rolling. You know, we got to
Hi.
put a screen here. Like in Blues
screen?
Brothers, you know, and they put that chain link fence so that people start throwing bottles at them.
I don't understand why you bring that
Well,
up.
our audience may
I
want
think that would probably be not a very good idea.
our audience may want to throw bottles at them.
Well, our audience is nobody other than the people. Maybe they want to throw them at their video screen. I don't know. Hi, I'm Ed Massey. I'm here with my host, the late great Paul Kalmkarian.
Paul Kalmkarian.
Of the Wine of the Month Club for July.
Speaking of throwing stuff at the screen, I did ruin the old school big screen TVs with a plastic, lens and then the rear projection.
Yeah.
I threw a whole handful of quarters at it during a UCLA SC game.
Oh, well,
Shattered it.
that was very adult-like.
Shattered it.
I wouldn't say those kinds of things to the millions of people that watch these videos,
You're right.
But then again, your mother could never
But you're
tell
always
you
right,
anything.
Ed.
How am I you were going to be able to tell me anything?
This stuff blew me away.
4-star red blend.
I give me this 4 stars.
Couldn't they give up with a little more interesting name than red
I'm
blend?
giving it 4 stars though.
Oh, okay, good. I like that. We can get rid of the 100-point scale and go in
Yeah.
stars now. Good.
Just look at this. This
And
is
it's great color.
And the nose.
It's got zin in it, I think, right? I think it's got to
that.
smell it.
It's great.
It's really interesting. The average consumer, which doesn't know that much about wine, probably not much less than people who think they know a lot about wine, are now discovered blended wines.
Hey, wow.
They want blended wines, like Bordeaux's are a blend, and a lot of big name wines now, like Opus One and The Prisoner are all blends. So they say, I want something blend. I don't want one varietal. I mean,
Remember the days at the liquor store, my dad's shop, it would say 100% Cabernet on
and
the
Cabernet
label.
Sauvignon, exactly, or Chardonnay, or Pinot Noir, or Zinfandel, whatever it was.
Well, but you've always said that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and that's exactly
Well,
right.
in some cases it is, but if you're talking about a really great vineyard, of which there are very few in the world, great vineyards that grow one varietal really well year after year, then do it. I mean, and then some grapes like Pinot Noir usually don't benefit from
They
being
don't
blended with anything else,
I had a Pinot Noir Syrah blend the other day, and it didn't make any sense at all.
No, it makes
on
absolutely
the
no
palate.
sense. Well,
Made no-
they like to blend Syrah in with Pinot Noir because they want darker color.
Yeah, but
the press has told them
What's the
they
point
want
of that?
dark color. I mean, yeah, I remember tasting a bunch of Grand Cru Burgundies and Premier Cru Burgundies, and the Grand Cru Burgundies were far superior, and they were all lighter.
Well,
So,
that's funny you said that because we went to one of those. My brother-in-law bought a wine tasting at one of the auctions at his school.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what it was? It was Parath.
Oh my God!
And they came out and
Oh,
they
my
volunteered to bring you wines,
Oh.
as a wine tasting at your house, but they're really there to sell you wines. And Parath has expanded into Chilean and all
Oh,
kinds
yeah,
of stuff,
sure,
Bordeaux and things. And they had a Chilean Pinot Noir, which is pretty unusual anyway.
Yeah, very
and
unusual.
It was almost a rosé color.
Oh yeah, I've had them. They're pretty awful.
So he brought one to me because he bought some, and I tasted it. There's nothing wrong with the wine, but I said it's light because Pinot Noir doesn't do that great over there. And by the way, it doesn't taste like Pinot Noir when they do make it.
No
So
idea what they do because it does not.
This
This
is-
tastes like whatever it is. It tastes like a red blend.
It's the components are great, the balance is great, the
Gorgeous
acid is
wine.
great.
I mean,
the
it's
flavor-
really, really
it's really
good.
good wine.
$16.99 on the shelf, $8.99 is the reorder price, 95 points for me. I think it's
Easily
fabulous.
95.
I'm
Really
shocked
great
at how
wine.
good that wine
The
is.
balance is
actually.
incredible.
Yeah, it's quite nice. And
Yeah,
now
we're
for
gonna-
something completely different.
We're
if
going
I
to
were
visit our
Eric Idle.
friends. In fact, we were looking at the cover of the newsletter yesterday to put it together, and Santo at San Antonio sent me a black and white picture of his father and his mother's wedding picture.
Oh, yeah.
And the staff wasn't interested. I think it's a really cute picture to put on the cover. It's a little fuzzy because it's so old. But this San Antonio winery story is just really fun.
It's fascinating. I mean, hell, they've been in business for over 100 years.
And
you know.
Madalena being the mom's name, Mama Madalena, and a restaurant she runs downtown Los Angeles.
Which is delicious food, by the way.
And the only licensed winery in Los Angeles City.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually survived the Prohibition years, and they did it
By making Sacramento
Sacramento
wine.
wine. But then they were threatened in the 50s by eminent domain by LA City. I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't.
And they survived that 50s or 60s because a grassroots organization rising up against eminent domain in the city chose San Antonio Winery as the first thing they're going to try and protect.
Oh, that's great.
Or else it would be condos right now, probably.
Yeah, well, that's That's a really good story because it's a really cool place. And if you're anywhere near Los Angeles, you really should take a jaunt over there, call them ahead and see when they do the tours and everything, because it's quite a winery. I mean, this is not a small little winery that just happens to be in L.A. I mean, it's a big, very impressive winery, and their wines are phenomenal.
And they just reopened their 4,000 square foot tasting room, which I haven't seen yet. But
oh, yeah. Well, they redid their tasting room about 10 years ago. Anyway, this is a great Pinot Grigio from California, $15.99 on the shelf.
well, it's Monterey for one, not in California.
Well, Monterey is in California.
I know,
unless there was a big
it's
earthquake.
more specific than that, and it's what I think is interesting. The color's classic.
Oh yeah, little greenish
And
tinge.
sometimes you get sort of a little thinness up in Monterey because of the cool weather, but this is really
Well, if you let them hang on there long enough, you get a lot more flavor because they get those nutrients from the ground. And this is a great little example. And what a great price, $7.99 on reorder. Unbelievable. I'm doing another 95 on that one.
I'm going 95. Hike. Really good. I'm going to call Santo and thank him for that opportunity because it sells for much more, typically. Now, this is fun because I got to tell you, folks, this is why, and I said this the other day in our email special, this business is so fun because of our relationships throughout the years. Here's a wine that sells for $25 to $30 at the winery. They had a little overproduction, and rather than go out to the world and show it, they brought it to us and said, "Look, can you show this for us? We'll give you a great price so you can give it to your members, and we know that you're going to be kind to us and you're not going to try and blow it out all over the place." And so here's a $25 to $30 Tempranillo for
Actually, they don't
$8.99.
like him at all because they give it to him at ridiculously low prices, so we can offer it for $8.99.
Is this nose ridiculous?
Fabulous wine. I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, $23.99 is not cheap, but it's not stupidly expensive for a wine this good. I mean, this is easily $25 bottle of wine.
Well, I think it sells for $30 at the winery.
And Tempranillo, of course, I don't know why anybody's growing Tempranillo. Most people don't know what it is. It's the great grape of Spain, and that you'll find predominantly in the Rioja, but you'll find it all over Spain, as a matter of fact. And it's a fabulous grape. It's one of my favorite grapes in the world, actually.
This is a great expression
This
of
is
Spanish grape from Paso Robles. Being a hot area, the wines tend to be pretty extracted. It's got wonderful acid. It's still going to last. And this is a 2010.
Really good,
So
really
it's got
good finish too. It's got everything going for it.
It tastes Spanish almost. It's got that finish.
It's got pretty bright fruit. Although Spain is pretty warm too. So I'm doing a 97. I think that wine's out of this world.
Love the nose too. It's like you just want to smell it, right?
Really, really nice wine.
Well, we appreciate the folks at Opolo, and here is another reason. They also have a Pinot Gris, so our customers.
2 Pinot Gris in 1 month in one club.
I guess it comes in like spurts. So if
Well,
you're a whites only customer, you're gonna get 2 different Pinot Grigios
Well, at least he's not getting
from
two different
areas,
Chardonnays.
2 different noses, 2 different everything.
Well,
This is
they're
great.
about as different as night and day. This one, much more effusive in the nose and more of a kind of an herbal character as opposed to the fruit of the Madalena.
It's got more weight on the palate. Neither one is better than the other, actually, because this one's a classic expression of Pinot Grigio, but
Really beautiful wine, though.
this almost has some Viognier depth
It does.
to it, doesn't it?
It's got a spiciness to it and kind of that tropical fruit that's not, that's more mango than it would be pineapple.
I agree with that. This is great, though.
$21.99 on the shelf, $7.99. $21.99 is a little expensive for the sign. $7.99 is killer. I mean, that's a great
ridiculous.
price. So, and I'm doing another 95 on that one too. I think
I
it's
am too.
delicious.
They tied. Folks, they tied.
Tied. And I'm going to tie him up and get him out of here so we can do another podcast. But that's our show for today for July.
No!
The year is half gone.
No!
Yes, I'm sorry. Hey, it's going to be Christmas before you know it.